when we meet on the street, when I tell you, how are you, nice to see it, and we both know that the only thing I'm really thinking is, fuck it, why didn't I see that video 10 seconds before, so that, you know, like that, even if I don't mean it sincerely, with sincerity, it works. It is not, we miss the point if we call it hypocrisy. It can be externalized. I do it as a ritual, but it's still a sincere ritual. It's irrelevant if I really mean it or not. And I think that, that there is a kind of a gap here, which can be overcome. But now we would have to go into all these Lacanian complexities of the other doesn't exist, separation from the other, and so on. It can be overcome, but not by any kind of direct appropriation of the other. Like basically Habermas is here, I think, not radical enough, in the sense of he sees that there is a problem of the symbolic order, intersubjectivity, which Marxism ignores. But then his solution, this intersubjective open space and so on, is all too naive. Basically, what my paradox would have been the following one, that the moment you are in symbolic space, you always have this kind of, how should I call it, minimum alienation. You need big other in the sense of an objective agency of appearance. You know, my old examples, like big other would have been, for example, let's say the most traditional example. Let's say, okay, my usual example. Let's say I did something horrible, and you all know it, and I know that you know, and you know that I know that we know. So my point being, if somebody were to tell it publicly here, no one would have learned anything new. But nonetheless, it would have been extremely embarrassing, changing everything. Who would have learned it? The big other. Don't underestimate appearances. No? Here you have this, what do you call it, minimum of alienation. Like, for example, I will give you, I cannot resist it, you know this, the most vulgar example imaginable, no? I would say, sorry, it's my nature, I cannot help it. I'm really like that Scorpio from Orson Welles who bites the frog even. Let's say I will now to pull down my trousers and shit here. Okay, I don't like. It's not the most appetizing scene. But what I'm saying is that it would be wrong for you to say, listen, the majority of all of us find this disgusting. No, you should be a step stronger and say, we need this anonymous. One doesn't do it. You get the point? Which is not the same as most of us don't do it. You need this anonymous authority, which can be true even if none of you do it. Even if secretly yours, sorry, it's like...
The English society is based on that. They say it's not done.
They don't
say, we don't do that.
You got it, This it is the big other. And I claim you need it in language. Okay, maybe there is an... Okay, now you will say, can we get over it? Yes, we can, but then we become animals. I doubt if animals have it. I think animals don't have the big other. For them, you know, when you define language as simple instrument to transfer informations, animals can do this. All those stupid beasts, no, although I know we will all die because they are dying, but nonetheless, you know, who, of course, they can use some kind of language as the medium of communication, you know. I'm a big fat bee, no? I see there a stupid tree with a lot of honey, and I go here to you, and I dance in this stupid way, and you got it, no? So many steps here, there is... they can do this, but this is not... What they are unable of, and I think Lacan is right here, is so-called fatigue communication, where the point of communication is just to establish the link as such, that where, you know, it's like communication is its own goal, like all this, you know, and I like this idea because it does the right thing. If we want to grasp the specificity of human language, the thing to do is not to think about complexity. All the complexity can be done by computers, maybe even by animals. Is this most simple thing like, hello, I'm here.